Hi friends, last minute testing. Hi all. It's testing the mics and the camera. Audio clear இருக்கா? Hi Vikas. Hi Balamurugan ji. Muthumanikam Surabhi ji. Good evening. Hello. Hi. Audio and videos. Thank you so much. I just want to test before I go on live. Hi Prabhu. How are you? Madhuri, hello. நல்லா இருந்ததுங்க உங்க செஷன் சூப்பரா இருந்தது. ரெகுலரா பண்ணுங்க இனிமே. Mic and audio is clear. Thank you so much. So just let's wait for people to come. So நிறைய நம்ம Godox settings plus lighting பத்தி நிறைய we are going to see நிறைய பார்க்க போறோம் இன்னைக்கு. Session will be in Tamil as well as in English. If somebody is not able to understand Tamil, then I can explain in English also. You can post it in the comments. Hello. Hi, Mr. Chakravarti. How are you? Everything okay there? Hi. English, yes, definitely. I can explain in English also. So I explain in English as well as in Tamil. Tamil is my native tongue. So Mr. Mohit, I can explain in English. If you have any particular things that you need to understand, you can always ask. Hi, good evening. If you have any doubts, you can always ask. So hi, sir. Hi. Just started out a little 2 minutes earlier. So mic shouldn't be a problem. Then video, everything. I just want to keep everything ready. You can ask me in English, and so I'll just start the session in another 5 minutes. So let people start coming in. So we'll start the session in another 5 minutes. So how's everything? How are you? எப்படி இருக்கீங்க? நல்லா இருக்கீங்களா? ஏரியால ஒன்றும் ப்ராப்ளம் இல்லையே? Lockdown is a big Yan Pova, yeah. Balanandanam. Chidambaram sir, good evening. Yes, I will try to put subtitles, Mr. Joshi. Only thing is time is the factor. Only thing is taking a lot of time. That's the only thing. But I will try to definitely put subtitles. Good evening, sir. Latest 300 is useful for auto photograph. Mr. Rajan Kannan, hello. Hi from Chennai, Prasanna. I'm good. How are you? Looking smart. Oh, thanks. Finally shaved off the beard. Beard on the total remove panita. Godox Service Center in Chennai. Nama Nikita Distributors. Good evening. Hi, Mr. Prasad. We'll start the session in another 5 minutes. So, yeah, UK lockdown is very strict. It's good that it's strict actually. Strict it's better. Strict இல்லனா ரொம்ப கஷ்டம் bro. அண்ணா ஜெயராஜ் மாலை வணக்கம்ங்க. நல்லா இருக்கீங்களா? Thank you, sir. Muthumanikam, sir. The audio எடுத்துட்டேன் வரணும்ல. We have shaved off the beard. Good evening, Mr. Maradia Jay. Pranavamurthy, good evening. I like your classes. Thank you so much. I thank Godox India, Mr. Raman Agarwal ji, Rahul sir, and Ish Divan sir, and our Tamil Nadu team, Mr. Ravi sir, Mr. Ranjit. He's our marketing head for South, and for them, they have organized this whole thing, and they have given me this opportunity. So I thank them all. And of course, நம்ம ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸ் தமிழ்ல தானே பேச போறீங்க. கண்டிப்பா தமிழ்லையும் பேசுவோம், இங்கிலீஷ்லையும் பேசுவாங்க. இது கூட இந்தியா பேஜுங்கிறதால உங்களுக்கு கொஞ்சம் இங்கிலீஷும் கொஞ்சம் கம்பைன் ஆகும். பட் நோ ப்ராப்ளம், நீங்க கேளுங்க, நான் சொல்லுவேன், ஒன்றும் ப்ராப்ளம் இல்லை. லைட் பெயிண்டிங் இஸ் அ வெரி குட் திங். வீட்லயே வந்து யூ கேன் கிரியேட் a lot of photos, நல்ல லைட் பெயிண்டிங் photos. ஹாய் சார், ஹாய், தேங்க்ஸ் ஃபார் ஜாயினிங். Thanks to Godox India. Yes, thanks to Mr. H. Divan, Mr. Rahul, Ravi sir, and Ranjit for organizing this whole thing. And அவங்க தான் வந்து இனிஷியேட்டிவ் எடுத்து பண்றாங்க. ஸோ நிறைய பேருக்கு டவுட்ஸ் இருக்கும். ஸோ we try to connect. This is a good time for us to connect with each other. Hi. மகாவிஷ்ணு, ரொம்ப நன்றி ஃபார் திஸ் கைண்ட் ஆஃப் கிளாஸ். கண்டிப்பாங்க பண்ணலாம். வீக்லி பட் ஒரு லைவ் தான், பட் ஒன் லைவ் நான் டெய்லி நான் பண்ணல. வீக்ல வந்து வீக்லி ஒன் லைவ் செஷன். ட்ரிகர் பத்தி சொல்லுங்க, நீங்க எல்லாமே பார்க்க போறோம். ரமன் சார், குட் ஈவினிங் அண்ட் தேங்க்யூ ஃபார் த ஆப்பர்ச்சுனிட்டி. ஐ ஹோப் யூ ஆர் சேஃப் அண்ட் ஃபேமிலி இஸ் ஆல்சோ குட். Hi. So I'll just slowly start the session. First, I'll just make a small introduction. Hi Subhash, thanks for coming. So small introduction. So my name is Prasanna Venkatesh. I'm a commercial photographer. Mainly I shoot for advertisements. I shoot for movies. I've done a lot of movies. I recently shot for Rajini sir's 168th film also. We did a small photo shoot for that. And I do a lot of celebrity-oriented work. I do a lot of portraiture, especially portraiture and commercial ads. So I've been in this field for past 20 years. This is my 20th year. So the start pannilanga, 100 people ontaanga. So we'll start. So 20th year in photography. Na start pannadhu partha 97 la I started photography as a part time. Then in 2000 என்னோட ஜாபை குவிட் பண்ணிட்டு, முத்தரசிஜி ஹாய், நம்ம கறிக்கடை ஓபன் பண்ண நேரம் பாருங்க எல்லாத்தையும் க்ளோஸ் பண்ணிட்டாங்க. எஸ் மிஸ்டர் அனிகேத், ஐ வில் ஸ்பீக் இன் இங்கிலீஷ். ஸோ ஐ வில் ஆல்சோ ஸ்பீக் இன் இங்கிலீஷ். ஸோ திங் இஸ் லைக், so from 2000 I've been doing this professional photography. I started with film, then I switched to digital. Now I've seen a lot of growth and my experience I'm planning to share with you today. Hi Shantanu-san. How are you, Santanu Day? Hi. Just I'll start with the PPT now. Okay, in the lights I use for now. What are the lights that I have and the lights that I use? I use a AD600 Pro, AD400 Pro, AD200, V860 Mark II, V1S. That is, I'm a Sony mentor also, so I use a Sony camera. And I use Godox LC500. LC500 is just an amazing light actually. You thought Malaysian time. So SK400 Mark II, MS200, which is a very good light. It's a budget level studio light, but the quality is very good. And again, I use X Pro triggers, X1 triggers, X2 triggers, and the latest addition to the Godox family, which is the S30s. I'll show you some pictures also. கொஞ்சம் படங்களும் நான் காட்டுறேன், என்னென்ன பண்ணியிருக்கேன், இந்த லைட்ஸ் எல்லாம் வச்சுட்டேன்னு. Plus நிறைய Godox-ஓட modifiers also I use, like P120L. I use P90H. One of you have asked P90L க்கு H க்கு என்னென்ன. L is lightweight. It's mainly for photography. H is like heavy duty, like heat resistant, like it's mainly for videography. So H you can use for videography. L is very good for photography. So both are good, but the thing is like L will be very lightweight. It's all fiber rods. H is all metal rods. நிறைய வந்து metal யூஸ் பண்ணிருப்பாங்க H-ல, but L-ங்கிறது P90L is lightweight with fiber rods. Then I use a 80 centimeter octobox. Then I have plenty of Godox accessories and everything which I use. So we'll start with the first slide. This is the kit that I have. So how many lights are required for a great photo? My question. My question. Lights? How many lights do you need for a good photo, great photo? You can always answer. You can, because I just want this to be more interactive instead of myself coming and talking everything. Hi brother. Hi brother. Hi Anna. How many lights do you think it's like 1 light, 10 lights, 100 lights, like 50 lights, 20 lights? How many lights do you think? Because see, this is more of an experience sharing. I'm not saying that I'm a great expert or anything, but whatever small things I know, I just want to share with you. That's all. கொஞ்சம் உங்களோட அப்படி நான் ஷேர் பண்ணிக்கிறேன். 1 light, I see 1, 2, 3. Natural light, okay, we'll come to natural light அப்புறமா. முத்துமாணிக்கம் சார், natural light வரலாம். 1 can be enough, minimum 1. Hi bro, available light போதும். Available light எல்லாத்துலயும் பத்தாது, நம்ம அதுக்கு ஒரு எதுவும் சொல்லலாம். Hi. So ஒரு எவ்வளவு லைட் வேணும் அப்படிங்கிறதுக்கு according to requirements, depending on situations. That's a very good answer, Mr. Deepak Sharma. கரெக்டான ஆன்சர்னா according to requirements. Hi Avismita, how are you? So I'll just quickly go through the session. So this image I've shot with just 1 light. This is only 1 light which I've used. Hi Srinivas sir, how are you sir? 1 light and reflector. This is only 1 light. I'll just explain the scenario to you. So this was for a workshop. This is a workshop image. On the workshop எடுத்தது. Kotagirila, we had a workshop for Godox users. We had around 130 participants from across South India in this workshop. So natural light நம்ம ஏன் இந்த ஷாட் யூஸ் பண்ணல? Why didn't I use a natural light? This is a very easy shot, a very simple shot that can be done in natural light also. Okay, so I'll just give you a small backstory to it. Hey, nice to hear from you. Hope your session was good also. So இதுக்கு சின்ன பேக் ஸ்டோரி நான் தரேன். ஒரு 130 participants were there in the workshop. We had planned an early morning shot with a lot of props and everything in the background. Hey, hello Joseph, thanks for coming. With a lot of background வந்து நிறைய props எல்லாம் வச்சு, we have flower decorations எல்லாம் வச்சு we had planned one shot like that. But unfortunately, what happened the previous night? Heavy rains, totally heavy rains, full rains, totally smashed the entire area. Rains. Then what happened? Morning was the total light failure. There's no light at all. Early morning was total no light. Then it was totally full of mist. So what happened was like it was not even visible. The subject was not even visible in that condition. So imagine if you are going out as a photographer with your client, something like this happens. There are 2 options that you have. One, you can say lighting is not good, we go back home. Okay, that is the one thing we can say. Second thing is we try to make the best out of that opportunity. We are நம்ம அந்த டயத்துல போய் கிளைண்ட் கிட்ட சார் லைட்டே இல்லை அப்படின்னு சொல்ல முடியாது, ஏன்னா அவருக்கே தெரியும் லைட் இல்லை அப்படின்ட்டு. ஸோ அந்த டயத்துல we try to maximize what creative we think, and we try to use lighting differently and to get a proper image. So in the டயத்துல வந்து I've used one 8200 with a grid with a yellow gel. So the blue tone on the எப்படி வந்துச்சு? How did I get this blue tone? So in this we call it as a creative white balance. I've used incandescent white balance, so tungsten white balance use பண்ணி I made the entire thing blue, because the entire image will get blue recorded as a blue with a blue tone. Then for the subject I have used 8200 with a grid with a yellow filter. That's a color correction filter. So what has happened? Wherever the flash is falling, எங்கெல்லாம் flash வந்து விழுதோ அங்கெல்லாம் மட்டும் வந்து கலர் வந்து நியூட்ரல் ஆயிடும். எங்க வந்து flash reach ஆகலையோ அங்கெல்லாம் வந்து blue ஆயிடும். So it's a very common thing that I've learned from cinematographers. They use it in cinema regularly for the night effect shots. They use a blue filter, blue gels and everything. For the subject, they use a color correction filter. So in this, I've used the 8200 with a color correction gel, and it's more dramatic. Where you can see I've used 2 colors, yellow and blue. Okay, so one person has asked what is the difference between AD600E? E is an Elinchrom mount, B is Bowen's mount, E is an Elinchrom mount. tell me about 8300. Definitely I'll tell. I'll just come to that. So in the shot was done like that. It was well appreciated and everything. So in the title, we cannot always depend on natural light. Okay, so we cannot always depend on natural light to give great images, because now what has happened is clients' taste has changed. Clients give very less time, and we have to work against a lot of natural elements like this, like a sudden mist is coming, suddenly they're putting a lot of smoke, sharpness is not there and everything. Yellow filter or CTO filter? CTO filter I've used. It's a CTO, correct. Thanks. It's a Mr. Manish. Thanks for the message. It's a CTO, color temperature orange. It's a CTO filter. So what I have done is, in this shot I have used that. So client kita we get a good name and everything, and we also get a good image. நமக்கு வந்து we need நல்ல photos நமக்கு வேணும், அதுவும் நமக்கு கிடைக்குது. Plus வந்து client கிட்டே we do a good we get we give them a good image. Okay, so next shot again, one light, just a flash. To give this to mimic this kind of in the light or effect on the kudukra mari. But in the light ipo na shoot pannana, if I shoot with only this bulb, what will happen? This bulb will get overexposed. Okay, so you use a warm filter, quarter stop CTO warm filter, then we just use flash to get that sharpness, and this is not also getting overexposed. That's the idea behind it. So one light is enough sometimes. This is also shot with one light, just one Godox AD600 Pro with a 80 centimeters octabox without the grid. With grid, you can use it only for one person, but without the grid, you can always try to use it for two people. Outdoor, you can always use a small modifier. Okay. Also, yes, Mr. Deepak, you're right. Natural light is out. It's not in our control at all. It's not our control at all. Suddenly it may rain. Sun will go behind a cloud. It will play hide and seek. Then we cannot see properly. Also, sometimes light will fail. Say like 6 o'clock early morning, you go for sunrise. Suddenly sunrise illa. காலையில வந்து 6 மணிக்கு போறீங்க, sunrise இந்த ஒரு early morning ஒரு லைட் வரணும் அப்படின்ட்டு. பட் அந்த டைப்ல சன்ரைஸே ஆகலன்னா என்ன பண்ண முடியும் நம்ம? பட் கிளைண்ட் கிட்ட நம்ம சொல்ல முடியாது அந்த டைப்ல. ஸோ வாட் வி டு இஸ், அந்த டைப்ல வி யூஸ் அ வார்ம் ஃபில்டர் யூஸ் பண்ணி ஒரு ஆர்டிஃபிஷியல் லைட் சோர்ஸ் வந்து வி டெஃபினெட்லி ஹேவ் டு லேர்ன் அபவுட் த ஆர்டிஃபிஷியல் திங். Last image modifier, which modifier did I use? This one. I used the Beauty Dish. It's an 80 centimeter octabox with a grid, which is heavily. I've used a lot of flags. Flags அப்படிங்கிறது cutters. ஒரு லைட் முன்னாடி இந்த மாதிரி இந்த லைட் முன்னாடி இப்படி இருந்து நான் என்ன பண்றேன், இதோட ஸ்ப்ரெட்டை கட் பண்றதுக்கு I just keep like this. So it only it's narrowing down. அந்த மாதிரி வந்து we have used in the for this shot. Pixel we call it as a people வந்து they understand it as a cutter, light cutter. Okay, hi Mr. Jit. Please explain in the Hindi. Sir, only thing is I can send the Tamil. So just one light. Okay. The basic thing, you need a foundation in the basics. In Tamil, there's one dialogue. Building is strong, but basement is very weak. Badivelu dialogue, which says building ரொம்ப strong, basement வந்து பயங்கர weak. So shortcuts and quicker walkthroughs doesn't work every time. So understand the basics so that we can always go through, like we can always experiment. யாரு சீக்கிரது building strong, basement weak. ஆடியோ பிரேக்கிங்கா? ஒரே நிமிஷம் மைக் அட்ஜஸ்ட் பண்ணிக்கிறேன். இப்போ கேக்குதுங்களா? Mr. Devang, I will try to speak in English and as well as in Tamil, because we have a lot of my friends who also speak in Tamil. So we'll try to speak in Tamil. When do you decide if you use a grid or on a softbox? Grid, I decide when to use a grid. I need to control the light, where I need just அந்த light வந்து ஒரு particular இடத்துக்கு தான் போகணும் அப்படிங்கும்போது I use a grid. like because light on the spill ஆகும் நிறைய வந்து you have a lot of spillover, especially with larger modifiers. Little bit of spill will be there, even if it's ஒரு soft box யூஸ் பண்ணா சின்ன spill இருக்கும். So grid அப்படிங்கும்போது it's narrowing down the spread. இப்படி போறத வந்து இது வந்து இப்படி பண்ணுது. ஸோ அதனால அது ஒரு இது இப்போ ஓகேங்களா சார்? ஓகே. ஸோ நெக்ஸ்ட் இமேஜ். What are the things to consider in light? I'm just sharing my thing, like what is the size of the light? A larger light source or bigger light source, like or 120 centimeters parabola or a 120 centimeters octa is very good for baby portraits. Yes, I'll try to explain all that also. Size of the light. Early morning, sometimes you see sun is huge, light is very soft. 12 o'clock you see sun வந்து குட்டி ஆயிடும், சின்னதாயிடும், light will be very hard. So அது வந்து ஒரு issue. So larger the light source, softer the light. Like use a large soft box, light வந்து softer இருக்கும். Second is the distance. Distance வந்து ரொம்ப தள்ளி வைக்க light வந்து flat ஆயிட்டே போகும். Light வந்து become flat as you keep on pulling it backwards, because this is called as the inverse square law. This is all physics. Third is the quality of light. Like I said, early morning light வந்து soft இருக்கும். Or 12 o'clock light is sunlight is harsh, hard light and soft light. Fourth is the main thing. It's just a contrast ratio. Like how many of you have heard about contrast? எத்தனை பேர் வந்து இந்த contrast ratio அப்படிங்கிற ஒரு இமேஜ் ஏதோ டேர்ம்ஸ் வந்து நம்ம வந்து கேள்விப்பட்டிருக்கோம் லைட்டிங்ல? நீங்க சொல்லுங்க, நான் அதுக்கு ஏற்ற மாதிரி நான் ரிப்ளை பண்றேன். I'll reply if you can. How about Godox speed light flashes? 100% you can get. You can get a better thing. Thanks Ranjit ji for joining. Power of Mr. Ranjit from Godox is here. Godox India. Okay, so next thing is, contrast ratio is nothing but உங்க key light என்ன ஒரு இன்டென்சிட்டில வைக்கிறீங்களோ அதே வந்து இம்பார்ட்டன்ஸ் you have to give to the fill light also. Okay, fill light, key light is in full output, fill light is also in full output, then it becomes flat, totally flat. Key light is in full output, but you're not having any fill light, then it becomes dark. Nalla dark ஆயிடும், ஒரு சைடு வந்து ரொம்ப டார்க் ஆயிடும். Hi sir. Hi, thanks for joining sir. So on the contrast ratio அப்படிங்கிறது, see there are two ways of using a picture. Like for a professional photographer, yes, how much difference between light and shadow? Very good sir, Deepak sir, thank you so much. Thank you. Very good, very well said. How much difference is there between light and shadow? Okay, so now what's happening? நம்ம வந்து Facebookல வந்து ஒரு photo வந்து we upload in the Facebook or Instagram. It is looking good in the phone. Okay, அதை வந்து நம்ம we give it for printing. So printing போகும்போது what's happening is either it becomes very dark, like or like in the hair detail, no hair detail, or it becomes very bright. So on the highlight detail, it's bleached out. So we try to control this into one particular ratio, which is what we call as the contrast ratio. அது வந்து கொஞ்சம் வந்து பிராக்டிஸ் வரணும் உங்களுக்கு. வணக்கம் ஜி, வணக்கம். So in the image பாத்தீங்கன்னா, if you can see this image, this background and everything, it has a reason, because wedding photographers and wedding who's shooting wedding, a lot of times நமக்கு வந்து we don't get a good background. Okay, so sometimes it will be like very dirty wall, small rooms, small space, with very wall is very dirty with lot of dust and everything, and the wall is also nothing interesting is happening there. Sometimes the small wedding will happen inside one side. I'll just come to that, the mag box thing. So இந்த மாதிரி wall வந்து நமக்கு வந்து கிடைக்காது. Sometimes ஒரு ordinary background தான் இருக்கும் நமக்கு. ஸோ அந்த மாதிரி நேரத்துல நம்ம வந்து அது ஏதாவது யூனிக்கா வந்து we have to create. ஸோ இப்போ இதுல அந்த ரெட் கலர்ல you see that red color patterns, it is created on a white wall. It's just a white wall which is looking with red and all its patterns and everything is looking dramatic. So sometimes you don't get good background. So wedding hall நமக்கு நினைச்சிட்டு போவோம் பயங்கரமா இருக்கும், ஃபீல் பண்ணிட்டு சூப்பரா இருக்கும் எடுத்து அப்படி இப்படின்னு. பட் அங்க போய் பார்க்கும்போது என்ன ஆகும்னா உங்களுக்கு வந்து நல்ல பேக்ரவுண்ட் வந்து கிடைக்காது. சம்டைம்ஸ் என்ன ஆகும்னா ரொம்ப டார்க்கா இருக்கும் இடம், இல்ல ரொம்ப குட்டியா சின்னதா இருக்கும். அந்த மாதிரி இடத்துல we always have to go for this kind of dramatic lighting to create interest. Okay, next shot also I'll show. Again, this is also one shot where there is nothing in the background. ஒரு பேக்ரவுண்டே இல்லை இந்த இடத்துல, டோட்டலாவே சுத்த வேஸ்ட். ஒயிட் வால், இட்ஸ் ஃபுல் ஆஃப் டர்ட். அழுக்கா இருந்தது, ஒயிட் வால் அழுக்கா இருந்து உங்களுக்கு வந்து வந்தது, அந்த அழுக்கா இருந்தது இந்த வால். ஸோ என்ன பண்ணிட்டேன்னா அதுல வந்து ஒரு சின்ன ஸ்மோக் கொஞ்சம் போட்டு விட்டு we have made it a little diffused. I'm just hiding the dirt by using smoke. I just used only 2 lights in this, one from the window and one from the top, with an 80 centimeter octabox with a grid. Yeah, AKR1 is the similar to Magvim. Okay, so we'll just see the triggers. Will it gel with occasion? Yes, sir. Sometimes we are with gel. It will gel with occasion, sir. No problem, sir. So now we'll just see the trigger. இப்போ இந்த ட்ரிகர்ல பாத்தீங்கன்னா உங்களுக்கு வந்து மேல கோடாக்ஸோட எல்லா ட்ரிகர்ஸ்லயும் that's too much Tamil, hard to understand. Just give me 2 minutes. I'll also try to speak in English. Okay. So in Godox triggers you have something called group and channel. So okay, group, great way you use practical lights and all. Thank you so much, sir. I use practical lights. I use a lot of motivated light. So groups and channels. So what is a group and what is a channel? Group na enna, channel na enna? Group is like A, B, C, D, E. This is all our groups. And then we have 1 to 32 channels. Okay, why ella Godox trigger liyum Godox light you have this. So idu enna reason idu appadina group அப்படிங்கிறது it is for exposure. Okay, just keep it for exposure. Channel அப்படிங்கிறது channel you keep it for same, it's a frequency. Okay, so exposure means one light I am using 3 lights. Okay, now one light I am keeping it in A, second light I am keeping it in B, third light I am keeping it in C. Okay, முதல் light நான் என்ன பண்றேன், I am keeping it in half output, that is the A. Second light which is a B, I am keeping it in full output. And C I am keeping it in quarter output. So now my exposure is set. Key light is full half output, or thing is full output, and one more thing is quarter output. This is my group A, B, C. Okay, now I keep all the lights in one same frequency. Okay, one same frequency I keep all the lights. இந்த எல்லா லைட்ஸுமே நான் வந்து என்ன பண்றேன், ஒரே சேனல்ல வச்சுக்கிறேன். That's just ஒரு சேனல் 8 or channel 18 I keep. Okay, so அது மாதிரி வைக்கும்போது the thing is it will synchronize properly. Hello sir, 4 group 32 channels, so 4 into 32. No. Because 4 groups is 4 group அப்படிங்கிறது A, B, C, D, E. அந்த group 32 channels. So 4 into 32 கிடையாது. 32 channels we can select any best channel. இப்போ I'll just give you an example. Normally we avoid using channel 1. Okay, ஏன் வந்து நம்ம avoid பண்றோம்? Why do we avoid channel 1? That is because the channel 1 has a lot of interference, like your Wi-Fi, your home Wi-Fi, the drone that is flying, that is also 2.4 gigahertz. So the drone that's flying, the image is coming in 2.4. Okay, on the time you will get a lot of signal interference in the channel 1. So that's why what I'm saying, you also go to channel 18, 20 or 22. Okay, another factor is one interesting factor where நம்ம வந்து ஒரு 4 லைட் எடுத்துட்டு போவோம். நல்லா லைட் எடுத்துட்டு போயிட்டு நம்ம லைட்லாம் வந்து நல்லா செட் பண்ணிடுவோம். We take 4 lights and we go set up the lights and everything, and we use channel 1. Another photographer also will come with trigger with same channel 1. So light will just respond to the trigger. Okay, so your channel is also 1, his channel is also 1. So light will be working for him also. So என்ன ஆகும்னா நம்ம போட்டோ எடுக்கும்போது பிளாக்கா வரும், பட் அவர் எடுக்கும்போது நல்லா வரும் போட்டோ. ஸோ வந்து இந்த கிளாஷ் வந்து ஆகும். இந்த வெட்டிங் ஆல்சோ யூ see lot of this clash will be happening because of this channel issues. You also will be using one, he also will be using one. So that time what happens is you'll get lot of this channel interference. So to cut that, we use a higher channel like 8 or 18 or 22, or we have till 32. We can use that. Okay. Yes, transmission frequency. Yes, sir. Yes, depending on the camera, trigger will change. Like X Pro S is for Sony, X Pro C is for Canon, X Pro N is for Nikon, and we have a Fujifilm also. So all this, it's all TTL triggers. TTL trigger அப்படிங்கும்போது we always have a lot of triggers for different camera brands. But one thing about Godox light is a cross brand TTL. Like now a flash on the Sony flash, like I'm using a Sony flash like this. Okay, I'm using a Sony flash like this, but I'm using a Fujifilm trigger. Okay, with a Fujifilm camera. இப்போ என்னோட லைட் வந்து ஒர்க் ஆகுமா? This is a doubt that a lot of people will have, because இப்போ என்கிட்ட இருக்கிறது வந்து V1 சோனியோட ஃபிளாஷ், but my trigger is something else, like it's a Fujifilm. So will it work? This is a lot of this is a question that a lot of people ask. நிறைய பேர் வந்து என்கிட்ட இந்த question கேட்பாங்க. You can always say that it will work because Godox has cross brand TTL. Like I can use a Fujifilm trigger and it can fire a Sony flash, no issues at all. And I can use a Sony trigger and it will fire a Fujifilm flash, no issues at all. So it's all cross brand TTL. So TTL will automatically detect the camera and it will automatically it will relay light. So it automatically change. So no issues at all. So you can always use any Godox trigger with any Godox flash, which is for other camera also, like Canon trigger for Nikon flash, something like that we can always use. Yes, it works. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Mr. Deepak. You seem to be a very knowledgeable person, sir. How I use X1 trigger? There's no button. X1 trigger. X1 trigger la eppadi high speed sync pandradhu kekkறாரு. Just a minute, I'll just come to that. We'll just see a couple of quick slides. Okay, now I have this photo which I'll show you. The concept of group and channels. You see, this is an image I found in the internet. Group A, Group B, Group C. Channel is 1. So this will work only for him, only for Mr. Kunal. Group A, Group B, Group C. Channel is 2. Now this will work only for Mr. Rahul. So if Mr. Rahul also selects channel 1, it will work for both of them. Then there'll be a clash. Okay, so somebody is getting very angry. Mr. Nikit Nayar, extremely sorry. Can I know why you are so angry, sir? Upset? Okay, so in the issue is there. That's why we use different channels. And off-camera flash also, it's a very good option to do creative lighting. For doing creative lighting, we take the flash away from the camera. We normally take the flash away from the camera. Don't use it on the camera always. Okay, now I come to high speed sync. Like sir was asking, someone is asking, we'll go for high speed sync. Normal mode la 1/320, 1/160, 1/250 is the maximum synchronizing speed for many cameras. அதை தாண்டி போச்சாலே you start getting this black band. Okay, because the camera has shutter has two parts. One is the rear front curtain, and second is the rear curtain. அதோட ஷேடோ போய் விடுறதால it will have that black band. ஓகேவா? So இந்த டயத்துல how do we take an exposure for highest shutter speeds like thing? That's why the flash manufacturer has given this high speed sync அப்படிங்கிற ஒரு option. That is high speed sync. So in HSS mode, you see that in 1/3200, 1/8000 also, you can see that there is no black band. Okay. Now, what is this HSS mode? It is more like a continuous light source. The flash is pulsing there. Fully it's pulsing. Okay, Mr. Nikit Naray, sorry for it's a mistake. Don't be angry. No, I'm not such a bad person. Okay. Okay, so HSS is high speed synchronization, where it is available only in selected cameras, not in all cameras. Godox flash, all flashes have HSS mode. எல்லா flashமே வந்து HSS mode இருக்கு, but இருந்தாலும் உங்களுக்கு சில கேமரா மாடல்ஸ்ல தான் வந்து HSS வந்து சப்போர்ட் பண்ணும். ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள் டேக் Nikon D5200. It does not support HSS, but Nikon D7200 will support HSS. Okay, so this is the difference in camera models. Some camera will have HSS support, but some camera won't have HSS support. Okay, shots like this I've used a high speed sync. The shutter speed is around 1/4000. I've used high speed sync on a Godox AD600 Pro. All high speed sync. Mr. Jitendra Sagu sir. Yes sir. You have asked a very good question. Let me just come to that. It has got two guide numbers. The AD200 has got two guide numbers. How do you explain? Sir, AD200 you can find two heads. One is the Fresnel head. That's on the other. One head will be like this. One AD200 one head on the plate. Inner head is a bare bulb. Okay, the bare bulb is a separate attachment. Like you just take it out and just put the bare bulb there. So what happens is the bare bulb will have more reach than the this Fresnel head. In the Mari Fresnel head divider, we call it as a Fresnel head. This will have less reach than the bare bulb. Bare bulb has more reach and more spread. So we octabox நம்ம வந்து யூஸ் பண்றோம் with the flash in an S bracket, like an S bracketல போட்டு if you use an octabox வந்து யூஸ் பண்றோம் அப்படினா use with the bare bulb, don't use with the Fresnel head. இத வந்து கழட்டிட்டு use with the bare bulb. Okay, I think that's the only difference there. That's why you'll have difference in the output also. What is the best flash for wedding photography? Wedding photography, you can go for Godox V860, sir. V860 is very good. It's a very good flash. V860 Mark II, Nalla flash. You can please ask questions also. We can have the session with a little more lively. I am using a Sony. Sayantan Dattasan. It's correct, sir. While using burst mode in a shoot, strobes will not continuously sync for all shoots. Mr. Sendil Kumaran, our கேள்வி கேட்டிருக்காரு. என்னன்னா கண்டினியூஸா நான் ஷூட் பண்ணும்போது ஃபயர் ஆக மாட்டேங்குது ஃபிளாஷ் அப்படின்னு. ஓகே, இப்போ ஃபிளாஷ் has something called a recycle time. Okay, flash it has something called a recycle time. It will take some time to recycle to the output, the correct output. Okay, so when I am using just a minute, let me just answer this. So on the mari type, if I'm using shooting continuously, if I keep the output like 1/32, 1/64, you can use continuously. But if you keep it in 1/2 or 1/1, 100% you won't get that burst mode, because flash needs some time to recharge. Flash because this is also a device, so it also needs some little bit of time. So if you want to shoot in burst mode, use in lower outputs like 1/32, 1/64. On the mari use பண்ணும்போது you can always go for burst mode. Like continuous modes you can always try. Especially with an AD600 Pro, you can shoot in burst mode. Only thing is உங்க flash ஓட அவுட்புட் வந்து கொஞ்சம் கம்மி பண்ணி ஷூட் பண்ணிக்கங்க. அதாவது ஒரு 1/32 1/64 வச்சு ஷூட் பண்ணீங்கன்னா உங்களுக்கு வந்து அந்த burst modeல கிடைக்கும். So, Mr. Manish sir, 1 second, sir. I used two of three triggers used on different camera bodies, different power setting. How flash will respond up? This is only problem, sir. See, if three people are using triggers with the same setting, as soon as you half press the shutter, that whatever there is in the trigger, it will reflect in the light also. So what we can do is like we have something called channel ID in Godox flashes and triggers. We have something called channel ID. Newer model flash trigger la vandu channel ID அப்படினு ஒன்று இருக்கு, ID log. So if I set my flash to ID like 1 ல இருந்து we have ID till 99. Okay, so I set my flash to ID like 45. Okay, I also set my trigger to my ID 45. Now another person is coming, he's using the same channel like me, like I'm using channel number 18. Okay, I think it's a little confusing, but I'm using channel 18, but my channel ID is 45. This is also 45. This will totally ignore that trigger. Okay, now you can freely go and shoot. You don't worry about it. You can always go and shoot freely. without any worries, because the channel ID is a very super function where your flash will get locked to the trigger. Okay. Channel ID பத்தி நான் ஒரு Godox வீடியோவே பண்ணிருக்கேன் சார் என்னோட யூடியூப் சேனல்ல, முடிஞ்சா பாருங்க. Which is best softbox for AD600B? AD600B க்கு what do you want to shoot? Like 120 centimeters is a decent softbox size, because you can நீங்க வந்து you can go for portraits like 3-4 people also you can take portraits, because in a wedding photography you never know suddenly எத்தனை பேர் வருவாங்கன்னு சொல்ல முடியாது நம்ம ஊர்ல. We'll be setting lights for 3-4 people, suddenly on 20 people, we can't say you all go out also. So sometimes you have to go for a larger modifier. So 120 centimeters I think is good. It's a good size. How much time does it flash take? You need minimum 15 minutes, sir. 15 minutes it has to cool down. Otherwise your capacitor, everything it will go up. Charging. How much? One second, sir. How can my AD200? Mr. Nikit Nair, the angry bird, is asking some question. Mr. Angry Man, Nikit Nair, how can I off camera my AD200 in my X1 trigger? It's very simple actually. You set the just use the trigger, set the flash with the same frequency. See, I'll just go back to the one slide. 1 second, I'll just go back to the slide. Just 1 second, please wait. Okay, இப்போ இதுல பாத்தீங்கன்னா ஒரு A பக்கத்துல ஒரு M நோட symbol இருக்கு. A is having a symbol called M. அப்போ A group is in manual. Okay. B பக்கத்துல you see TTL. There's some mentioning that's mentioned as B group is in TTL. Okay. Now the B group light is working in TTL. Okay. Near C you see again on M. Now you can understand C group வந்து மேனுவலா இருக்கு. இப்ப D குரூப்புக்கும் E குரூப்புக்கும் பக்கத்துல பாத்தீங்கன்னா you have two lines, like two lines you have near the D group and E group. So what is that? Now the group is switched off. Okay. இப்போ நீங்க ஒரே சேனல் வச்சிருக்கீங்க, ஒரே ஃப்ரீக்வன்சில எல்லா லைட்ஸ் எல்லாமே ஒர்க் ஆகுது, பட் இந்த குரூப் வந்து க்ளோஸ் ஆச்சுன்னா லைட் won't fire. Okay. So just make sure your trigger is having either manual, it's in manual or TTL, and just ensure it's the same frequency, then of course 100% your light will work, no problem at all. Only thing is this my two symbols shouldn't be there. This is like group is switched off. Listed lights, Godox models for wedding photography. Nalla light mata you can go for this SK400 super light. SK400 very economical light. Then you have QS series, QT series, high end lights. But for wedding photography, general stage and everything, SK400 is very good, very good model. It's metal body and everything. Mr. Krishna has asked, let me know which situations we use beauty dish. Okay, beauty dish, where do we use a beauty dish? Just because it says it's a beauty dish doesn't mean, so just because it says beauty dish, it doesn't mean you will get beautiful photos always. Okay, thing is like நம்ம ஊர்ல என்ன beauty dish வாங்குனா okay photo எல்லாமே beautiful வரணும். So beauty dish is a very contrasty modifier. Okay, I have a small slide for that. Let me just go through that. Okay, just a minute. I'll just finish off this. Okay, now we'll see the modifiers later. Just in 5 minutes, we'll see the modifiers. TTLM, TTL and manual, edu best in one Mr. Ganesh has asked. TTL vandu edu vandu best அப்படின்ட்டு. TTL is good as long as you know how to use TTL. TTL is through the lens. Through the lens is we call through the lens as TTL. In this flash, you can see like here 5 pins. Okay, in the flash, in the trigger light, you see 5 pins. Only the small pin, this one is only for the flash. This is the only pin that is flashing the flash. This is the flash. All other things, all the 4 other things are for different functions. Like TTL flash, you have flash exposure compensation, you have flash exposure bracketing, you have high speed sync. All this is communicated to this through this 4 pins. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4 pins. This is all TTL. This one is a manual flash fire, stop fire, start fire. This is the command that this is giving. Okay, so TTL flash use பண்ணும்போது, hello sir, நல்லா இருக்கீங்களா sir? Sadik sir. So flash use பண்ணும்போது TTL, what does it do? First ஒரு flash வந்து we keep like this. It's working in TTL. It sends a pre-flash. There's 2 flash happening there. Okay, ஒரு first flash வந்து it's a pre-flash. இந்த pre-flash என்ன பண்ணுது, போய் ஏரியால இருக்க scene brightness, color, contrast எல்லாத்தையும் measure பண்ணிட்டு it's coming back to the camera. Camera வந்தோடனே cameraக்கு it's telling this is the lighting scenario, you adjust the output accordingly. Okay, then camera also sends a command to the flash saying that you go in this output. Okay, this is a basic understanding of TTL. So TTL is good for candid photography, events where you're doing a lot of urgent work, like or one VAP is coming, you want to immediately click photos, go for TTL. Wedding photography, immediately want to click photos, so go for TTL. But manual எங்க யூஸ் பண்ணலாம் flash அப்படின்னா, subject is in my control. I am making the subject stand, subject is moving only when I am saying you move, you please move this side, please move that side, then I can go for manual. Again, it is a user preference only, but I prefer TTL for the most of the scenarios. I prefer TTL. So it's very accurate. Only issue we will have with the TTL is the new bounce. So bounce flash in TTL, maximum bounce height is 3 meters. That is like 9 feet. Okay. So what happens? Is please don't mistake me. I saw in one event. That's a beach wedding. One person was bouncing to the sky. This in the வானத்துக்கு வந்து bounce பண்ணிட்டு இருக்காரு. So அப்ப என்ன ஆகுதுன்னா, actually TTL go, then the camera will wait for the thing to come back to the camera through the lens. So what will happen is the camera will get confused. Then it will start making mistakes. So the maximum height is around 9 feet for a bounce. Okay, I'll come to this ambient light thing. Okay, so this screen, if you can see this Godox S30s, that's a superb light which has come right now. This is an LED light. இந்த மாதிரி different effects வந்து இந்த லைட்ல வந்து பண்ணலாம். This shot was done only with this S30s. You see that இந்த மாதிரி different shots வந்து we do with you can use with do with S30s. It's a very interesting light. Thank you sir. Manish Agarwal sir, 1 second. I'm different. If I'm using 2 camera bodies with different power options, how the channel ID will go, then it will be a little difficult, sir. We have to make sure at least both the cameras in similar setting. Rasid sir, AD200 battery life பத்தி சொல்லுங்க சார். பேட்டரி எத்தனை வருஷம் வாரண்டி கொடுக்குறாங்க? பேட்டரி பொறுத்தவரை சார், எந்த எலக்ட்ரானிக் ப்ராடக்ட்டுமே வந்து பேட்டரிக்கு வாரண்டியே கிடையாது. நீங்க எந்த எலக்ட்ரானிக் ப்ராடக்ட் எடுத்தாலும் சரி, பேட்டரிக்கு மட்டும் வாரண்டி கிடையாது. No warranty for any battery. You can check any product, electronic product, no warranty for the battery, because battery வந்து we have something called a charge and recharge. That's recharge cycle, charge and discharge ன்னு சொல்லுவோம். ஒரு full battery வந்து ஃபுல்லா சார்ஜ் பண்ணிட்டு அதுக்கப்புறம் வந்து we discharge it, then again we use it. அப்படிங்கும்போது அந்த சார்ஜ் சைக்கிள் கரெக்டா மெயின்டைன் பண்ணா the battery life will be longer. But suddenly what happens is suddenly we'll put it on the charger, immediately we take it out, again we put on charger, the charge cycle is getting disrupted, then the battery life will automatically go down. So that you keep in mind sir. உங்க மொபைல் நீங்க சார்ஜ் பண்ற மாதிரி தான், நைட் வந்து ஃபுல்லா சார்ஜ் பண்ணா எப்படி மொபைலோட பேட்டரி வீக்கா போகுமோ அதே மாதிரி இந்த பேட்டரி வீக்கா போயிடும். AD400 Pro had issues with the battery. Sir, same thing I'm repeating to you also. Any product, electronic product, if you're not going to use it for some time, please at least maintain the battery well, because battery totally discharge it's risky. So charge discharge cycle has to be maintained. But my iPad is not working. Same thing. I didn't maintain the iPad 1 year. I didn't use. Yesterday I take it out. It's not working because the battery is totally gone. How much time is school itself once you can you please answer, Mr. Rohan Gandhi? It takes around 10 minutes, max 15 minutes to cool down. Just give it little time, no? So it will. Mr. Manish sir, this battery charge cycle is like charge and discharge. Like when you charge it once, you can top up the charge. But what's happening is sometimes we don't charge it properly. We use a generator power. Then we normally take it out in the middle of charging. So that kind of things we can avoid always. We even 100% வந்து சார்ஜ் பண்ணீங்கன்னா எவ்வளோ டைம் நம்ம சார்ஜ் பண்ணுறோம் சார்? 100 ராஜன் கரன் சார், நீங்கள் 100% வந்து சார்ஜ் பண்ணீங்க, பட் அதை வந்து திருப்பி டிஸ்சார்ஜ் பண்ணிடுங்க. ஒன்ஸ் வந்து அட்லீஸ்ட் டிஸ்சார்ஜ் இட் டு டோட்டலி, தென் அகைன் சார்ஜ் இட். ஸோ தட் சைக்கிள், அந்த சைக்கிள் தான். If you read it in Google also, you can find how the battery recharge cycle works. It's called a charging cycle. Okay, so this is one question that everybody will have: how to shoot in a short time. Light, everything is fine. I have all the lights in the world. Nangita nariya light irukku, but sometimes you don't even have time to shoot. Okay, when this will happen? Eppo vandu idu nadakkum appdi pathina, in the getting ready shots. Getting ready in wedding is very very important. People want getting ready shots. So அந்த டைம்ல நமக்கு இந்த ஷார்ட்டான டைம் தான் இருக்கும். ஜஸ்ட் ஒரு 5 or 15 minutes மேக்ஸிமம் இருக்கும். அதில் வந்து we need to take the maximum, நிறைய photos, lots of photos we need to take. The makeup getting applied, the ring, the watch, everything we have to take. So that will be a lot of space இருக்காது. 15 room, but we won't get space also to move. Then these kind of scenarios we can go always think differently. Instead of flash, you can go for something like LC500. LC500 is a fantastic light. So LC500 pathina, LC500 is a fantastic light. LC500, one side, this side is white and this side is warm. So on the mari irukumbodhu we can control the lighting by using this doors like narrow light is, I want narrow light அப்படிங்கும்போது you can go like this, narrow. If I want the light to spread out, we can just open it like this. So this is a very good option for quick shots. Quick வந்து நீங்க ஷூட் பண்ணது LC500 வந்து ஒரு சூப்பரான ஷாட். If you follow, there is a photographer called Joseph Devanathan in my friend list. He is in First Click Studios. இப்போ ரீசெண்டா he did a wedding where he faced the same challenge, where there was no space, no time, nothing. So on the title, instead of using regular flash, he used LC500 to create very beautiful images. The images are like stunning images he has done with just one LC500. LC500 is also useful for candid wedding videography. Videography, it's very useful, LC500. So please try it out. Yes, also charge the battery 100%. Don't take it down. Yes, correct on advice. Is correct advice. We don't take the battery half. Yes, sir. Sayatan sir, correct. The charge cycle has to be maintained half. See, this is the charger. Okay, I am putting the battery in this charger. That green light is there, still blinking. Okay, I switch off the power, but the green light is still on. I just take out the battery. We repeat this very often, then you definitely will have a issue. So wait at least for the green light to go off. Godox 850 or V1. I think Godox 850 lesser 860. Both are good. I prefer V1. V1 is super light. Godox products and workshops in Hyderabad. I think Mr. Ranjit sir has to reply to this. As we are planning a lot of events. I think this coronavirus has come and everywhere we are stuck. Same. AD sir, 1 second. Mr. Sangeet Bhushan sir வந்து என்ன கேட்டிருக்காருன்னா, ஏன் மாடலிங் லைட் வந்து ஆஃப் ஆயிடுது AD 200ல AD 600ல AD 860ல ஏன் மாடலிங் லைட் ஆஃப் ஆகுது? Because it's all in battery. So அதனால மாடலிங் லைட் வந்து sometimes it will take lot of battery power. So sometimes it will switch off. You have two options where you can keep it in either in a delay mode where you just adjust the delay, or you can keep it on, but only thing is that the thing will go off. Battery will quickly go. So battery lights, you can't use the morning light continuously. Yes, sir. Ranjit ji, ID option. Better, Mr. Prakash has asked which is the better diffuser for Indian wedding reception. Wedding reception enna vandu correctana or modify kekkறாரு. White umbrella the best. Wedding reception, I am again saying you can't predict the crowd. In India, especially in our place, like suddenly you'll set up light for 2 people. Suddenly, or 20, you'll say hi. Come to the stage. Come to the stage. 100 people, 50 people will come and stand. We can't say you please go out. Then the real relationship itself will they'll get into a fight. Okay, so wedding reception, I think white umbrella is best option for wedding reception, traditional wedding shoots, reception shoots. And again, if you put a huge modifier and all, people start complaining, saying that you're totally blocking my view. I'm not able to see anything. All these complaints, all we are getting used to it now. So we get a lot of these complaints. So I prefer that white umbrella for this. What kind of advantage we get from Godox flash compared to other brand like Profoto, Nikon Speedlight? First is the cost. Cost is very Godox products are very affordable with a lot of features in it. A lot of features that the photographers need. Like for a V860, you will find better features than a Nikon Speedlight. I can say that because Nikon Godox Speedlight use the 2.4 gigahertz frequency. On Chrome, it doesn't have a speed light all. Okay, Godox has the entire range of products. We have LED lights, we have flash, we have LED sticks, we have like video lights, everything we have. So this is an entire family of products, and this trigger is compatible with almost 70% of the products. This trigger you can use for MS200, you can use for SK400, you can use for V1, you can use for V860, you can use for 8600 Pro, 8200, 8400 Pro, even the 8300 Pro that is going to come, we can use for this. So this is an ecosystem which is like very affordable. Main thing is the affordability. Charger is blinking. Octabox or softbox. In portrait, you can go for Octabox. Octabox is very good. You can go for 80 centimeters or 120 centimeters. Portrait ku romba super ah irukum. Different types of modifiers. We'll just quickly go through this different type of modifiers. We have now you have this beauty dish. Then you have a foldable softbox in Godox. This is very good for outdoor shoots where you can easily manage the softbox. Third, you have a grid for the softbox. This is to control the light spread. You're controlling the light spread. Then you have a octabox, that is 8 sides. Then you have a parabola. Parabola is 16 sides. 16 sides parabolic softbox is very good for fashion. It's very good for light, crispy light. Parabola will give. And you have a rectangular soundbox, which is coming with your SK400. Shankat Shetty, sir, please can you please ask your question again, sir? Because I think the question has gone up somewhere. Sorry. Lighting setting for which flash for studio 5-point lighting setup? SK series or QS series? Both are very good, sir, depending upon your budget. Power versus guide number. Now it's a little difficult to show because I just need to have a light meter and I used to tell you a practical demo. Maybe I'll just do it in the next thing so that you can easily understand how the power is working. 80 centimeters available separately. Maybe you should check with Mr. Sayantan San or Ranjit San or Raman sir. We see. Okay, 1 second. I'll just come to this. So for this kind of a shot, I have used a P120 larger modifier, 120 centimeter modifier, because 3 people standing, cricket players. I need even light spread, so I use a larger modifier. This shot also, this is from my workshop. I have used a large modifier because I need the pleasant skin tone, pleasant feel. I don't want too much of contrast in the photo, so I've used a larger modifier to give the soft look. In this shot, I've used a smaller modifier. I've used the 80 centimeter octobox with a grid so that light is not going to the background. So it depends on the taste and depends on the what usage you are going to have. This shot, this is totally black. ரெண்டு டைப் ஆஃப் மாடிஃபையர் யூஸ் பண்ணிருக்கோம். ஒரு ஃபேஸ்க்கு வந்து I've used a octobox, a small octobox, and for the body and the gown I've used a larger modifier. That's for the like a parabola P120. So why I have used two modifiers? Because I need little bit of detail in the black. So I have used two modifiers, which is called as a light stacking. Light stacking, where you put two key lights. One is for the face and one is for the dress. So you use two key lights. This is thing. This is very simple shot actually. The background is a vinyl. That's a flex print. We have one light behind the flex print, or a light on the பின்னாடி இருக்கு flex print க்கு wall வந்து bounce பண்ணிருக்காங்க. Bounce the behind the flex. We have a light which is bounced in the wall, so that the backlight feel will get from the you'll get from the window. In the window la வந்து you'll get that backlight feel. Okay, ambient light with full flash. So this is ambient light with full flash. You can see the sun rays kind of thing coming here and everything. வந்து பார்க்கலாம் நீங்க. Ambient light you can control with your shutter speed. One flash you can control with your aperture. This is a basic understanding. But in high speed sync, flash and both shutter speed and aperture control the flash. But in regular scenario, your aperture controls the flash and shutter speed is controls the ambient light. Okay, so in this shot you can see the beauty of that light rays coming. You can't get it with flash. You need to have a continuous power source, continuous light source. Okay, in the next shot also you can see background. We have used the Godox FV200 to get that like warm tone, like one mild one, that gold tone. For the model, I have used the 80 centimeters octobox with the grid. V flat நம்ம வீட்லயே செய்யலாமேங்க மாதிரி. V flat we can always which modifier is better for portraits? Praveen Venkatesh sir, good question. Which modifier is better for portraits? How do we select a modifier? எப்படி நம்ம வந்து modifier select பண்றோம்? First is a skin type. Skin is very bad. Sometimes skin is very bad for the customer. Skin is like full of pimples. Okay. One second. Skin full of pimples இருக்கு. Like my skin. My face is full of pimples. So this kind of a scenario, I have a lot of dark circles and everything. So this type, you use a larger softbox. Okay, softbox on it's a bigger softbox, like octobox you use. Octobox is good. It's a large soft modifier. But if I'm shooting with a model, fashion model, skin is very good, nice features, I can go for beauty dish. So depending on the subject only we have to decide. And again one more thing, portability. Okay, இப்போ ஒரு இடத்துல வந்து இன்னொரு லொகேஷன்ல இருந்து இன்னொரு லொகேஷன் I'm shifting my things, like I'm shooting from point A, from there I have to pack my things immediately and go to point B. Okay, in another 10 minutes time. So அந்த மாதிரி ஒரு லொகேஷன்ல இருந்து இன்னொரு லொகேஷன் ஷிஃப்ட் ஆகும். Then I won't use a P120L because very big. So I will use a umbrella type softbox. Easily I can pack it and take it back. So that kind of things, two three things you have to realize. Lockdown situation as usual. You can see I'm sitting in my daughter's room and talking to you guys. It's been like 10 days I'm using my daughter's room as the office. So lockdown situation is fine here. Only thing is I hope the situation improves soon. Government is also doing a good job here. No sir, I think I've answered your question, right? One second. Lockdown situation, I've answered your question. Rajan Kannansan, I'm having a 8400 Pro using with Godox deep parabolic shot for 96 centimeters, other one 120 centimeters, heavy C stand. See, if you are using a larger softbox for like a 8400 Pro, I don't suggest a larger softbox for it in an outdoor situation. Outdoor situation, you have to go for something like a beauty edition. It's very difficult to manage in an outdoor photo shoot. Due to weight of the softbox, it tilts down, or it's not tilting down due to this. Actually, you have to pull the lock a little bit, the handle. 1 second, let me just show you. This handle, it will have a small button here. You just pull that and you adjust it, then it will stay in position. There's a small button here. You press that button, and the button அப்படி press பண்ணிட்டு just take it like that, and you adjust the head. It will stay in place. If you use directional light blemishes, yes, 100% correct. Depending on the face only, we have to decide the lighting. Just because I know a lot of lighting styles, I can't put all my experiment in one face. So depending on light face only, we have to decide. Indoor and outdoor, you can go for 8200. 8200 Pro is a superb light for indoor and outdoor also. Outdoor is a superb light. Indoor also you can use, no issues. A lot of people are using it indoor also. So what is the wattage? It's all 50 watts, sir. Godox, the speed lights normally it will be like maximum 50-60 watts. That's all. We can't take more power than that. Thank you, sir. Mr. Sandra Singh, is it okay to use? No, sir. Please don't do that, sir. It will totally spoil the battery. There's a separate AC adapter available in the market. Maybe you can try that, but please don't do that. Don't charge it while using. Sometimes it will definitely cause issues. For 50% group photo, which light is good? 50% group photo, go for if you are you need a larger modifier. பெரிய modifier வச்சு தான் நீங்க ஷூட் பண்ற மாதிரி இருக்கும். For that you have to go for like 600 watts minimum for 50 people. 600 watts will be an ideal light, or you can go for 1200 watts. 1200 watts is also good. So I'm going to end my broadcast. Any other doubts? Any other questions? Please ask. Deepak Sharma sir, yes, you're right. V1 is this is like around 75 watts. So yes, Sayanthan sir. V1 is my choice because V1 is really good, and it has an LED lamp also. This modeling lamp is also there. Even if you want some creative lighting also, you can do with V1. Sony camera and Sony trigger. The problem I noticed is Sony trigger will have this kind of contacts. If you can see in the video, in the camera, this kind of Sony different. So what you have to do is you have to make sure it is seating properly in the camera. Sometimes it's not seating properly. That contact misfire is happening because I am also a Sony user. Initial days, I also face the same problem because it's not like Nikon or Canon. It's like Sony. That trigger has to go and connect there. Thank you, Ji. Thank you, Ji. Ramesh sir. Ramesh sir is a very big cinematographer in Tamil film industry and South Indian film industry. I'm happy that he's here. வேற ஏதாவது கேட்கணும்னா கேளுங்க சார். V865. Okay, I'll just quickly. Okay, in case you have missed it, this is my YouTube channel. I've got like 40,400 subscribers. 42,000 subscribers. This is my channel QR code. You can scan it, and if you want, you can subscribe also. Plenty of Godox related videos in my channel, and we have a lot of Sony mirrorless videos and a lot of business tips also. Sony settings, camera settings, 5D Canon settings, camera settings, autofocus, white balance, everything we have. And we have a lot of Godox. Godox entire set of videos is there. LC500, how to use V860, how to use master flash, how to use slave, how to use channel, how to use group. Everything I have this in the videos. So if you can support, it will be great. I have no idea, sir. Only thing is, I don't think the Mac box itself is a very. I've used Mac box. I'm not very happy with the quality of light. It's very harsh, actually. The light is very harsh. It's very good for foreign skin tone, but it's not. I don't think it's suitable for Indian skin tone at all. Because Indian skin tone is totally different. Our skin tone will absorb a lot of light. Foreign skin tone will reflect a lot of light because it's. Right. So Mac box, I don't like the Mac box that much. It's not a personal decision, but I find the light to be very harsh. That's a wonderful question. How do you manage the free shoots? எப்படி வந்து ஃப்ரீயா வந்து கேட்டா என்ன பண்ணுவீங்க? நான் பண்ணவே மாட்டேங்க. ஃப்ரீயா நான் யாருமே பண்ண மாட்டேன். I won't do even a single job for free. Unless it's for charity, of course. Not even a single job I do for free. There's nothing called free. Everything I charge, I don't do free. At least I do it in a reduced cost. That's all. I don't do it for free. For charity, of course, for temples, sometimes they'll ask some charity institutions. They'll ask sometimes they'll ask that everything I do fully free. But for private family events, I don't do it for free. For my family, I'll do it for free. Otherwise, they won't give lunch, food, and anything. Especially when I'm sitting at home. What is your preferred softbox? Preferred softbox, எனக்கு நிறைய யூஸ் பண்ண பார்த்தா 120 centimeters I use a lot of 120 centimeters. நல்லா இருக்கும் ரிசல்ட். அதை விட்டா 80 centimeters ரெண்டுமே நல்லா இருக்கும். Preferred softbox கிடையாது, Octobox. I like Octobox a lot. Yes, free is affecting your future. Actually, you're not. It's not going to do any favors to you. It will 100% affect your future only. One free customer will refer another free customer only. He won't refer paid customer. He'll say, "Oh, this fellow, okay, he came and did for free. For you also, he'll do for free." So sorry, please don't mistake me, but I don't like this free shooting at all. Sony A7 III or Canon R, sorry for asking, please answer that. Sony போயிடுங்க, நல்லா இருக்குங்க உங்களுக்கு. Sony தான் இப்போ தி பெஸ்ட். Canon வரவே இல்லையே, ப்ராடக்டே வரலையே. Canon R5. Noha after sale service. One second, let's finish up with this. Godox V1, which is go for Godox V1, sir. Superb light. It's quite powerful, and it produces a very unique lighting because of the round head. It's producing one unique lighting. Unique light. So V1 I prefer a lot, and especially when you backbones the flash like this, like this. Like this in a wall behind you, it's very good actually. It's light, nice, soft, and thing with the white wall thing. Okay, I'll just end the broadcast. Thank you so much. Thank you for coming. Thank you for joining me. Thank you so much. Thank you thank you so much. I'll be doing one live video per week for Godox. So ஏதாவது டவுட்ஸ் இருந்தால் யூ கேன் ஆல்வேஸ் ஆஸ்க். கோடாக்ஸ்க்கு வந்து ஒரு லைவ் வீடியோ தான் வாரத்துக்கு, ஏன்னா டெய்லியெலாம் பண்ணுற மாதிரி இல்லை, ஒரு வீடியோ ஒரு வீக்குக்கு. ஸோ லைவ் வீடியோவே ஜெனரலி வந்து ஒரு ஃபேஸ்புக் லைவ் வந்து ஒன்ஸ் இன் அ வீக் நல்லாயிருக்கும். ஸோ அதனால் அதை பண்ணுறேன். Please like our Godox India page and support us also by buying with bill and warranty. Please don't buy grey market products. Everything we are going through a very difficult time, and support Godox India. And thank you so much, Godox India, for this opportunity, and wishing you a very good night. Thank you.